Hey guys, it's Sam here from Sam's Fishing. On today's episode, I'm just going through the gear I use when I'm chasing barramundis, jacks, mainly saltwater fish in the estuaries. So the gear I mainly use, the rod and reel I mainly use is the Alphas SV105. So this is made in Japan by Daiwa, and this reel has been absolutely brilliant. It's got 5 kilos drag, which is not a lot, but it's plenty. I've had no dramas with it. It is spooled up with the 30-pound Surfex braid, which is 8 weave, and yeah, that's very smooth through the reel. And the rod I got on it is the Samaki Zing 4 to 10 pound, which is 2 kilos to 4.5 kilos, and that's 5 foot 4 inches. So this is my secondary rod. So this is the rod I use when my other rod's out of action. But it is brilliant. It's a very sturdy rod. If you're rough with your rods, that is the rod to get. So this is the rod I mainly use. It's the Samurai Refraction. It is in the 12 to 16 pound, and it's 5 foot 6 inches. And that is 5.5 kilos to 7.5 kilos. And I can't brag about this rod enough. It is graphite. But a lot of people think, oh, graphite's going to be really easy to fracture, but this rod's been really good. The only reason why it's out of action, I've had a mate drop a esky lid on it and it's just snapped the tip off, which it hasn't snapped off a big length. I'm just going to put a new tip on it and away you go. And I'll be using that from now. And I bring along my freshwater gear. So I bring this along when I'm chasing, when there's GTs busting up on surface, I'll bring this along. So I got a stick bait, a Savage Gear stick bait on at the moment. And the rod I got on is the Valant 5 foot 6 inches, 2 to 6 pound, which is 1 to 3 kilos. And the reel I got on it is the Stratic CI4 1000 FA. So yeah, this little reel is unreal. It's I use it for fresh and salt. So yeah, it's only, I think it's got 4 kilos of drag, which is not a lot, but it's really fun when you get a 50 centimeter trevally and you have to hold on. So yeah, it's spooled up with 6 pound fins braid, and it's made in Malaysia. It's a Shimano reel. And yeah, I've had this reel for, probably 3.5 years now, and yeah, it's been really good. I just keep up the maintenance with all my reels, a bit of oil, and when they start to, feel a bit funny, I take them in and get them serviced from Tackle World. So yeah, that's the freshwater gear I bring along with me when I'm saltwater fishing. So the leader I use on all my saltwater gear is the 50 pound Black Magic. So I absolutely love this leader. I used to use 40 pound, but I was getting busted off a lot, when a barra swallows it and frays a line, you want to have a little bit of a thicker leader. And yeah, I've gone to the 50 and I've had no dramas with it. And that diameter is 0.60, and yeah, it's an excellent leader. And now I'll show you the lures I use on my Alphas, on my bait caster. So I use the Boom Baits, the 5 inch. So I use them in 2 colors. I've gone through all the color range in Samaki, and I found these 2 to be the best, personally. I've had the most luck on these 2. So I'll grab them out for you just so I can show you. So the first one will be a natural color for when the water's nice and clean. So that is the Smoking Shad color. And yeah, I absolutely love this as a natural color. And yeah, I've had a lot of luck on this one. And when the water's a bit murky and a bit dirty, I try to go for a brighter color, and I use the lime. So this one's a bit dirty at the moment because it's very used. But you can sort of see that's a bit brighter. Yeah, everything's unreal about these lures. They're 10 times super stretch. So, when you catch a few fish, it doesn't, rip out and, like a lot of other lures do. So they're the same stretchiness as the Z-Mans. But yeah, they're very buoyant. They're very easy to skip underneath snags. And yeah, I mainly use skipping for trying to get it right up in there. You know, when there's a bush over the actual water part of it, and you know, you can't overhead cast it right up in there, I skip the lure underneath to get it in the firing range of the fish. So a lot of people think that, you know, skip casting is to get the fish fired up. They'll see something skipping across the surface and the fish is already fired up before you start winding. Yeah, that makes sense, but I haven't really had that much luck in the fact that you just skip it. It's the fact that you're getting it right up in there in the firing range of the fish. That's what I think. So yeah, they're absolutely brilliant to be, you know, skip casting underneath stuff, and it makes your job a lot easier. So yeah, I hope you liked this episode. If you haven't already subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.